again. I have no idea how well this is going to work with this. Our best shot. So, let's see what we're going to get back into. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. That's not good. Mayor Rogers said he has no problem with racists. That's also not good. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Still not good. This is a bad day.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
Is it a chair?
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn.
Oh yay, more mafia.
I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn. Especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends.
Dude, I can't even
about
remember
your
what you
plans.
did.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
You seem like a nice old man. And because you're a dick, I don't want your daughters to get cut up. So you know what? I will agree to help you, Kendrick. If this comes back to bite me in the ass, I will find you and make your life hell.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank.
I can relate.
At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Oh crap, I didn't understand what I was agreeing to. Shit. Oh, with this again. Father's funeral is today. Can you relieve me so I can go? Fine, but come tomorrow. Oh, that's the only person who wants to bug out? Okay. Where's the Chopin? Come on, come on. Yeah. Play the music. Request to City Hall. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Oh no, fuck him. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright, or accept only under... English is hard today. Accept only some of your requests, so only ask for what you really need. I don't want a raise. I don't want a detective. I want more slot. Labor market. John Davenport. I want a detective called John Davenport. That seems swanky. Alright, so let's get started. What is this whole labor market thing? What does it matter? I thought I had all the cops I needed. Oh, I need one more cop. Give me Herbert Matthews Digger. For A shift? Okay, because we don't have that many. We just got Stovall. I got it. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the other customers. Birch, go with Grant. Because that doesn't seem like a hard one. Touch of Dionysus. A witness looked on from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered a nearby liquor store. That doesn't seem SWAT quite yet. So let's send Samadhi. I'm not gonna do that. No. That's racist. I'm not doing that. Salary. Here's your weekly salary. City Hall hopes we don't disappoint. Pfft, I don't disappoint. I do my goddamn job. Hot dog vendors report that he saw 2 Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with their microphone stands. Okay. First off, why? Second off, Robbins, do it on your own. Wait, do it. Send Robbins. I just want to send SWAT. Disorderly conduct report. Y'all suck at your jobs. I just want to fire everyone.
Looks like we have a situation.
The shop has 2 exits, from which a few people have already fled. Sneak up to the back door, drive a patrol car right through the front window, enter the store through the main entrance. The irrational side of me decides to drive right into the car window. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took cashier hostage. He's holding a gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. I don't want to do this. Who's on it? Who's on this one? Is it Robbins? Ugh. The robber grows visibly nervous. "Don't shoot, please. I just need money. I'll take a bit and go. No one was hurt." The cashier begins to cry. "I'll let you leave here upright if you release the hostage." Samadhi died. Shit! How did he get killed? Stovall, you're supposed to keep these fuckers alive. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Beth while she was on her way to the pawn shop. Who was the lead? Beasley Moser. Or is it Moser? Don't care. It's one hot day and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freeburg. The press was in an uproar. Please send someone to keep an eye on things. Doll, go. What is this? Jack, this year the organizers of the Golden Beast Hunt. Where did I get breast? Suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in the competition. Well, you can have Birch and Grant. Gallery of Modern Art. At a gallery exposition titled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." Stovall. 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 Fight report. You're all so bad at your jobs. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation. I was going to pawn an antique necklace which had been in my family for centuries. As I was carrying the necklace at the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. Witness. The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. I couldn't see his face, but he was dressed in a jacket like those bikers who hang around on the street corners. It was definitely not a local biker. They are bald and have beards. This guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. I didn't even see a weapon in his hands. I just saw him grab her bag and ride off. I believe this is preemptive. I don't think this is anything. What are the investigations currently? Homicide. Details. I think I got this right. I can't remember. Gangs. Archive. Why did I put only 1 detective on the freaking homicide, but 2 detectives on the purse snatching? I'm a great police chief. That Ernest really knows a lot about shooting, even taught us a thing or two. He invited us out hunting to celebrate, so we'll be taking a day off. We deserve it. Birch. Grant. That ain't how this works! I'm just going to start doing one a day and then send all of the cops to that one. You've got 3 new frames. Chinese immigrant recently expelled from the university. That was kinda easy. It made a lot more sense than the fucking homicide. Your detectives have some information on the whereabouts of the suspects. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. To carry these arrests, the 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait. But remember, the fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. Also remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers and even the SWAT team if you see it. The SWAT team is going... No. That's not happening. Stowball, Robbins. Just do it. You disappoint me. I'm burning this department to the ground. A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up a tree. You can take it from here. I mean, do I care? That's fine. Because like half my people quit for the day. Because I let one of them go off the job. Another one. Yes, you didn't suck. Hold on, did I do something wrong? Or do I just have no choice but to quit? Calling it quits. Looks like tomorrow's gonna be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. English is hard. Cross, just a checkpoint. Day 6, Saturday. Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer sent to mental hospital. Mayor Rogers not afraid of the competition. According to Dr. Eleonora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. A new form? Compared to the old form? This again. Get a new car! Literally
Mr.
my
Boyd,
job.
there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and
So this is
left.
like the 90s?
Damn. Okay, let's see about this. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo, but I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you,
You
Jack,
sound kind of like
if
a
I was
douche.
sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, We must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect.
You
You're a
know
simple
something,
policeman
Jack.
No longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
Don't shit talk the guy who you're in debt to. Don't. Make friends with him.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
Why is everyone's father fucking dying? I want to tell you no, but I told the one who shouldn't go yes. So you know what? Yes. But show up tomorrow. I think I have more people on shift B anyway. So this is fine. Chopin. Let's do this. I'm gonna try to fix. Great. Quan Yin Lu, Quan Yin Lin, turned out to be a member of the gang known as the Red Masks. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Fine. There are a number of gangs in Freeburg, and that means there's bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you come across will be members of one gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. Okay. In this way, you can get your hooks into gang members higher and higher up the food chain, and ultimately take down the boss. If you do arrest the boss, the gang will be finished, and you'll get to claim your reward. There is also a reward for formally charging gang members. Whenever you arrest a gang member, you get a bonus. But your deal with that person is over. Don't settle for small fish. You use the small fish to catch the big fish. Or you just screw it all up. Ning He hid the stolen antique necklace. Okay. Request result. Yes, I can hire one more police officer. Give me Charles Sissel. Shift A. Not gonna do it. Bao Liang gives several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by the Red Masks gang. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts. If you want to keep people from panicking, you'll need to take down the gang within the next 4 days. Great. Got 4 days to do this. Details. Okay. I didn't see much. The shell looked like a machine gun. I only heard a few muffled shots. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time. He's been cursing a lot. I can't remember the car. The neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. What is this? I can't move these. What is this? I don't understand. I don't remember the car. The neighborhood was quiet. Do I just leave this? I don't get it. I don't get it. Can I add more detectives? Here, take Cross and take Beasley. No, wait, no, that's not what I want to... Clark! Reopen the case. Sugardean Confectionery. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him to a vat of boiling chocolate. Chikochi. Price. Okay. Ning He is the faithful assistant of Jin Yang, a founder of the gang, and he's entrusted with the most serious jobs. He keeps moving valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. He then brings them to the Wise Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. The gang must have had an immediate buyer for the necklace, so Ning He brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Usually the restaurant is open around the clock, but it was closed the night before because an important deal was going down. Ning He has a key to the restaurant repository. Valuables are kept in the safe underneath the bar. It's good to know. I mean, can I add a detective? Just help her. Okay. Work this case. Get it done. Birch Jr. Your father's a shithead, too.
410A complete.
Yes! Officers unarmed. Defender caught. Good job, guys.
113B in progress.
Suburb carjacking. The parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars trying handles in hopes to find an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs. Purdy! Yancey! Birch! Put him in the ground! Okay. Is that an investigation working, because I don't think it is. Get out there.
Looks like we have a situation.
Officers determine the car thief's location. Catch up with the stolen. Do not open fire. As much as I'd like to scream that you should. Don't. Overtake the offender at the block and block the road. Protect the criminal attempt to take him to custody.
113B complete.
Yee. Good job, team. That was textbook.
710A.
Rarely textbook. Suburb, a weeping child called in, saying that someone was holding him against his will. They won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Price, if you can't handle this, I swear to Santa Christ. Because that is a child. I'm not falling for that. I am not falling for that. I will fall for a lot of things, but that is something I will not fall for. Because it just sounds like a kid who can't go outside.
911 in progress. 710A.
Hostage situation. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to pay his debts, says that the police will protect him. I think it's time we show him whose side the police are on. Birch, you look like you have a drinking problem. So let's send you there, and you can do the shit. You're my Leon. Do it. Kill the person. Theft. We received a call from an angry casino patron. English is hard. He claims that one of the casino girls that was hanging around his table lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple of $1,000s in cash and several credit cards. Casino security quickly shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk, but the man isn't giving up so easily. Asano, Tsubaki, do it. Whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop, that is the sound of the beast. Birch, did you do it? Birch, did you do it? Hostage situation. Joseph Lorry's mother wouldn't let him go play until he ate his broccoli. False alarm. Theft report. Good job, Asano. Good job, Tsubaki. At a parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van, asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment, pulled out a gun, and opened fire. Why can't I get security, like SWAT on this? Don't ask me. Kochi, Yancey, Purdy, if anyone dies, this is a wash. Did you do it? Birch. Did you do it? I needed you to do it. I have no qualms with it. If the mayor's this much of a dickbag and Sand is a very polite man, I don't care. Police cruiser was caught up to the perpetrator's van. Shoot the criminal's tires. They're bad shots, so try to run the vehicle off the road. The van takes a sharp turn, crashes through the window of a sex shop. Woman exits the vehicle, grabs a shop attendant, puts a gun to his head. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. Shoot the criminal in the head. Let go of the man right now.
412.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta do it non-violent like. Peaceful like. Careful like. Homicide. 2 new frames to the investigation. What? Oh, this is awful. Problem is they can't remember. This sucks. This is a suck. Just keep looking. Okay, more for this. I don't understand what the difference between these two is. Oh, it was closed. Yeah. So we need more frames. That makes sense. Okay, so is this end of day? Are we in purgatory? Because nothing's happening. And I don't see the day end. Okay, end of day. Anyway. I think we'll leave this video here. You know, right here. So, I hope you liked watching. And, as always, stay frosty.